Hello Wargamers, it's me Callum from Tabletop Banter, and in today's video we are going to do a little catch up with Callum. That's right, it's been a while since we've done one of these and I wanted to take this opportunity to do one. So I've got a little list of things I want to go over and we'll get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about in this catch up with Callum is a little channel update, I suppose. What's been going on and hopefully what's coming up in the future. So some of you may have noticed I've been doing a 30k kill team campaign with Harry and also Mike from Lucilisis, and that's been really fun. So I'm hoping to make it a 3-game campaign. I've got 2 recorded, one's already gone out, the other one will be story time and this weekend, and then the fully edited game the following weekend. Trying to keep that narrative feel with the story times in between. And I've been really enjoying that kind of editing process a bit more, so I put that into also a speed painting tutorial series that I've started. I've got both of them on the desk behind me actually. So we obviously started with the Tyranid Warrior that you've already seen, and then this weekend you'll see a Kroot Carnivore. Both of them have been using similar techniques, but I also have been requested for 2 weeks time to do an Eldar model. So that would be interesting because they have very smooth, clean edges, and it'll be very different sort of speed paint. And I'm hoping to be able to get hold of something for then, so I can do it. Because you know that was the point of the series. You pitch things to me, and I try and find quick ways of painting them up to a tabletop standard. Other content has obviously been a lot more live streams lately, which has been really enjoyable for me to just be able to flick the camera on when I'm doing some painting, talk a few things over, and have that interaction between you and I. Which has been really enjoyable for me. I think that will remain as such as the channel progresses. 1 or 2 a week is sort of the target. I know I went a bit crazy for the first week, but 1 or 2 a week is the idea. Maybe, like I said, if it's just once a week, that's fine. The idea being, you know, I pop a tweet out there and I stick it up on Facebook. Gonna just do a quick live stream while I'm doing a bit of hobbying, while I get a bit of time, and then we'll be able to spend a bit of time together, and it'll get me, you know, sort of keeps the channel ticking over, because that's something I find difficult sometimes. I have the inspiration to make videos in fits and spurts, whereas my motivation to paint is fairly constant. So if I can keep the channel ticking over, I'll keep making other videos as well. So yeah, things are looking okay for the channel at the moment in terms of growth as well. That's been pretty cool. Up to about 560 something subscribers, almost 570 I believe, which is nice. I've set myself a personal target, obviously, as you all know, of about 700, 750 by the end of the year, which would be handy. We had a bit of a stunted growth period, but that was my own fault for not putting anything up for about a month and a half, because I was taking my little break. So that has set us back a little bit, but hopefully we'll be able to push on towards the end of the year. So on to the next thing, in terms of general hobby update. I have been working on my word bearers, and in fact I'll just see if I can get one into shot. I don't know if it will focus. Hopefully it will just pick it up. No, it won't, because the light's odd. So I've been doing some Ashen Circle. I'll have a showcase video up for them in a couple of weeks when I've got my nice lighting set with me, but I don't have that up at home. I've only kept that at uni. So you'll be seeing 5 Ashen Circle, and you'll be seeing 5 more, because they are on the way. And that is very exciting for me. They're a bit of a crap unit in terms of stats, but the posing's cool, and the idea of just 10 jump marines, effectively jump marines, that's what they are, coming forward, all with hand flamers and, you know, a axe rake. Awesome, I love it. And I'm pretty excited to have a unit of 10. And I've also had a bit of a change of heart on how I want to play the army. So some of you who are Word Bearers fans and 30k players may know of the Diabolic upgrade you can take for Word Bearers. It's like a console upgrade for a Centurion, and allows you to give this dark channeling, which is basically like gifts from the Chaos Gods. You roll a d6 on a 1 and 2. You get a Zealot on a 3 or 4. You get +1 strength, and on a 1, 2, 3 is Zealot. 4 and 5 is +1 strength, and a 6 is Demon. The Demon special rule. So that's kind of cool, and I want to really play on that because it's my own Legion's special thing. So I'll be getting a few more Marines to have 2 big blobs of 20, foot slogging, extra combat weapons, dark channeling, sort of like really pushing up the board in big blobs of either guys with Hatred and Fearless, guys with +1 strength or demons, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of excited by that prospect. Another thing I'm looking at doing, because obviously I've got a 10-man Terminator squad with that as well, which was really good in the game we streamed against Harry. Something else I've been doing is popping transfers on the regular Marines that I've been working on. I'll put it on my chest, then you can at least see what I'm showing you. And that's been really nice actually. I've just popped the varnish on the first 10, sorry, and I've also popped a few things on my Contemptor. As you can see on the hand, has got a bit of white there, just some text bits stuck around, just to provide something a bit different, something a little less visually plain. And so when I've got 2 big squads of 20 all with their things on, and you know, that'd be really cool, I think. In terms of actual Galvabank models, that is a future purchase that I hopefully will be getting at some point during the year. And another one is Corphoron, the model Corphoron, you know, the adopted father of Lorgar. I'll do a little fluff thing on him when I get hold of him, because well, basically he's a bit of a dick, but he's supposed to be. And when I was reading the book, I hated him, and then after, you know, it's taken me a few months to find out why I hated him, but I hated him because of how well the book was written, and so I realised that actually I quite like the fact that I hate him. So that's why I want to, if that makes sense, that's why I want to buy him. He is a really good bad guy. So that's the Word Bearers. Next on the list is Warhammer World. So obviously I went to Warhammer World. I was so engrossed in that really cool place and that really amazing occasion that I did not record more than a minute of footage. And while I was disappointed to not record the stuff, the day was absolutely incredible, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that for a minute. So obviously I got up at the crack of noon. No, I didn't really. I woke up at 6. Well, actually I woke up at 10 to 6. I had my alarm set for 4:30 because I still wanted to have a shower and have a really nice breakfast, so I get myself ready for the day, because Mike was coming to pick me up at 6, and then we would drive off to Nottingham together, which was about a 4-hour drive, and I wanted to be in the right frame of mind for the trip. Luckily, I packed my bag the night before, because I got a phone call from Mike at 10:02, which woke me up, and I had been sleeping on my phone and accidentally knocked my alarm off. So that was a good start to the day. So I had 10 minutes to get ready. I threw some clothes on, everything was checked, I put all my stuff in the bag, I grabbed a handful of extra models thinking just in case, and away we went. And we were on this nice road trip. It was really pleasant company. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below to Mike's channel, Cruorangelucilicis, and I nailed it. And yes, I'll leave a link in the description below. He's such a nice chap, and it was a really good fun game and a really nice trip, you know. It was amazing. I don't think there was more than a minute's silence in the car on the way up. You know, it was 4 hours with someone who I've been seeing more and more lately because of the proximity to university and him, and also the mutual interests of the hobby, and it's been really pleasant actually. But that trip was absolutely wonderful, and I could not have made it without him. So a big special thanks to him, and if you could show him that love from me in the way of subscriptions and comments and views on his videos, that would be fantastic. So what an amazing day, what an amazing game. Harry and I did manage to pull off the win against a Reaver Titan with nothing but MSU small units like covered across the board, and an invisible Imperial Knight. Half the stuff that Harry was meant to bring he left at home, and so we had to like completely wing it. And so we had Inquisitor Greyfax, who rolled on telepathy and got invisibility, made our knight invisible, and he rushed forward and chopped through a whole bunch of stuff, which was brilliant. It gave us that real opportunity, and we would have definitely lost had it not been for that. So yes, like I said, that was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed that experience. Oh, the whole day was great. And the food at Bugman's, I had a salad, which is a very un-Bugman's-like dinner, but it was very nice. So the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is what's coming up in the next month and a bit for me. I'll probably do another video before then, but just in case, I've got obviously university exams, which normally has a negative impact on the amount of videos I put out. And when I say that, I mean the likelihood is I'll still put out videos in a form of procrastination, but I will be revising. So I do apologise if I don't watch as many videos and comment as much, because I know I've been like that recently, and I really want to change, and I really want to get more involved, and it's something I'm working on, and it is something I'm trying to do a bit more of, because I want to be involved in this community, and not just sat on the sidelines. But it does mean that video content might be reduced a little bit to just a live stream or 2 a week and another video instead of the other 2 videos that I've been trying to do. Trying being the operative word. And as for the Dark Angels, they're pretty much finished for now. So I've painted up all my Deathwing that I wanted to. I've painted up the Knight, I've painted up 10 Tacticals and a couple of bits here and there. But I'm taking a break from Deathwing because I'm going to be kickstarting a project this weekend. Actually, you'll have just seen this video before I go up. But I'm heading back to uni and I'm going over to Mike's. We're going to have a little hobby day. Now, I might try and do a quick stream while I'm there. I might not. I don't know yet. But what I can tell you is I'll be working on some Deathwatch. And the whole new project is not Deathwatch. Because I don't need another army per se. But what I have been really inspired to do from reading books and really engrossing myself in this hobby is to create these sort of captains and their retinues from books I've really enjoyed. So it's going to be Deathwatch because I've read Warriors of Ultramar, and in the last chapter, Captain Uriel Ventress becomes a Deathwatch captain, and him and a kill team go into the belly of the beast. They go into the Queen Hive ship of Hive Fleet Kraken, and they take out the Queen with a specially produced serum, I believe. And that little Deathwatch squad is basically what I'm building, but I'm also going to buy them a Razorback because I want to be able to use them on the table. And what I'm going to try and do is sort of branch out, and the other two plans I have written out at the moment. First of all is a unit of Gaunt's Ghosts from the Tanith First and Only, and it'll be Commissar, or Lord Commissar Gaunt, as he will be in the game, and he will have 10 forward century veterans with the camo cloaks, the snare mines, and a couple of cool special weapons. I'm going to have, I think it's Trooper Bragg, who has the big missile launcher and can't hit for toffee. And then a couple of other ones like the sniper fellow whose name escapes me right now, but is mentioned quite a lot in the first book. And the last one of those three that I've got planned at the moment in my head is Inquisitor Eisenhorn. So I'm going to have him and a retinue, and they'll be inside of Valkyrie, which will be a proxy as his gun cutter. And that's sort of, I want that to develop over time, but it is just going to be one unit from each book, but they'll all ally together as a Heroes of the Imperium army, which should be really exciting, and hopefully a nice little painting project as opposed to an army build project. So lots on the go, as ever. It's me, always got my hands full of hobby. And I'm hoping to get the Wordbearers transfer work all done this week. I'm hoping to paint up that Deathwatch as soon as I can, but you'll see that one grow a lot more. Like, I'll do build logs and I'll do painting logs of the Deathwatch stuff, because that's more of a hobby thing than an army thing. So I'm going to take a bit more time. I'm going to be painting them up with the new airbrush style that I've been using, like for the Ashen Circle, that Zenithal style, with the glaze back down again, and then some brushwork. And hopefully there's lots of exciting stuff coming up. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I just want to say a quick thank you for sticking around for that month and a half where I didn't put out any content at all. It does mean a lot that I've come back to a channel that is not just full of tumbleweeds and still has some active commenters, and I would love that to continue. So thank you ever so much for watching. It's been me, Callum from Banter. Don't forget, have fun.